It always begins the same way. Your eyes open, the room is silent, the clock glows. 3:17 a.m. You weren't dreaming. You weren't startled. You simply woke up for a few seconds. Everything feels strangely clear. Then your thoughts begin to race. Did you forget something? Is something wrong? Shouldn't you be asleep? Most will assume wake 3 inches the morning means something is broken. But what if your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do? For thousands of years, humans slept very differently than we do now. Long before alarm clocks, long before electric lights, long before glowing phone screens. Night was never one uninterrupted block of sleep. It came in stages. The evidence comes from history, medicine, and surprisingly literature. In the early 1990 seconds, historian Roger Ekirch began studying old court records, diaries, medical books, and personal letters from Europe dating back hundreds of years. Again and again, he found the same strange phrase, first sleep. People regularly wrote about finishing their first sleep before waking naturally. After that came a quiet period, lasting roughly 1 or 2 hours. Then they returned to bed for what they called their second sleep. This wasn't unusual. It wasn't considered insomnia. It was simply normal life. Imagine waking around midnight, not in panic, not because of stress, just because your body expected it. Families talked quietly. Some prayed. Others added wood to the fire. Farmers checked animals. Writers filled journals. Couples spent time together. Doctors even recommended this peaceful waking period for conversation and reflection. Does that sound familiar? Because your body may still remember it. Scientists believe human sleep is controlled by two powerful systems. The first is your circadian rhythm. This internal clock responds mainly to light. As darkness falls, your brain releases melatonin. That hormone tells your body it's time to sleep. The second system is something called sleep pressure. The longer you stay awake, the stronger this pressure becomes. Together, these systems create the rhythm of your nights. But for most of human history, nights were much longer than they are today. Without electric lights, people often went to bed only a few hours after sunset. In winter, darkness could last 14 hours or more. That's far longer than most people actually need to sleep. Instead of remaining unconscious the entire time, many naturally divided their rest into two separate periods. Remarkably, scientists have recreated this pattern. In the 1990 seconds, psychiatrist Thomas Wehr conducted an unusual experiment. Volunteers lived without artificial light. Every day, they experienced 14 hours of darkness. At first, they slept irregularly, but after several weeks, something unexpected happened. Nearly every participant developed two distinct sleeping periods separated by about 1 hour of calm wakefulness. No alarms, no instructions. Their brains simply settled into the rhythm on their own. Could this ancient pattern still exist inside you? Modern life may be fighting against it every single night. Today, most people stay under bright lights until bedtime. Street lights glow outside. Televisions flicker. Phones shine directly into our eyes. Even a small amount of blue light can delay melatonin production. Your brain begins believing the sun hasn't fully disappeared. Then morning alarms force you awake before your body has completed its natural cycle. Over time, many people become chronically sleep deprived. Ironically, this can make nighttime awakenings feel even more stressful. The moment you see the clock, anxiety appears. You calculate how many hours remain before morning. Your heart beats faster. Stress hormones begin to rise. Now you're fully awake, not because waking briefly was dangerous, but because worrying about it kept your brain alert. Sleep researchers call this conditioned arousal. The bed itself slowly becomes associated with frustration instead of rest. That's why many experts recommend avoiding the clock entirely. If you wake during the night, don't immediately assume something is wrong. Stay calm. Keep the lights dim. Avoid your phone. Give your brain the quiet environment it expects. Often, sleep returns naturally. Of course, frequent awakenings can sometimes signal medical conditions like sleep apnea, chronic insomnia, anxiety disorders, or other health concerns. Persistent sleep problems deserve evaluation by a qualified healthcare professional. But occasional waking, that may simply be part of being human. The strange part is this. For centuries, nobody worried about these quiet hours. Then electricity changed everything. Artificial light compressed our nights. Factories demanded fixed schedules. Schools followed the same rhythm. Society slowly decided that 8 uninterrupted hours should be the standard. Our expectations change faster than our biology. Evolution doesn't rewrite itself in a few generations. Your brain still carries instructions written long before cities, smartphones, and bedside clocks existed. So the next time you wake at 3 inches in the morning, remember this. You may not be broken. You may be hearing an ancient rhythm that modern life has almost erased. The darkness around you is no longer filled with predators, but your brain still remembers a world where the night unfolded in 2 peaceful chapters. Perhaps waking isn't the mystery. Perhaps forgetting why we wake is.